All right, Bobby, you're our intro guy.
Today is a special day, and today is a podcast where we talk about that special day. I'm Bobby Parker.
And I'm Joey Nickel.
Welcome to Today Is.
I thought this was appropriate to have our microphones, these type of microphones.
Yeah.
Because it's World Cup.
Yes.
This is what they do. Have you seen Premier League soccer? They have those weird microphones that they hold the. Yeah. Why do they do that? Is that so you can't hear the crowd? Is that what it is? They have them real close to their faces too.
I assume that's what it is. Like, I have not watched as much of the Premier League soccer. My family watches a lot of the soccer. I don't pay attention to the announcers that much because I don't care.
Every time they show the announcers, they've got this weird microphone, and it's got like a little lip on it that goes right up to their bottom of their noses.
Yeah, but I do watch the show Welcome to Wrexham.
Oh, do they use those in that show?
And they have announcers at the game that are almost in the middle of the crowd.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. It seems like they're there. Like
yes.
they're not up in a booth like we do with football, with American football.
Right. They've got like a little table, but the crowd is definitely around them.
Right.
So they're in the midst of it.
Yeah, I always see that, and I'm always like, they haven't discovered headsets yet, but maybe that's why they have those specific type of microphones so that you can't hear the crowd when they're announcing.
That's my assumption. That makes sense to well, it makes sense why they have those microphones. It doesn't make sense so that they are not in their own little booth.
Yeah, and it's like you can probably see the announcers from the stands. You can probably see them down there.
Yeah, you can probably walk up and give them a high five.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That our United States would never. They always put them way up in a press box at the top of a stadium.
And the thing is, like the soccer players are the ones known for the hooliganism.
Yeah, you know what? That's funny. It is the soccer players. It is the Premier League soccer and the British soccer and the minor leagues and stuff. They get real rowdy. So you would think that the announcers would not want to be near the crowd.
Right. Yeah. It's like being a fan like in the Eagles stadium.
Right.
I mean, if something's gonna go crazy, it's gonna be from the people who threw batteries at Santa Claus.
So. Yeah, I remember that. I was playing Santa Claus. No, I remember throwing batteries at Santa Claus.
Yeah,
that's the joke I should have gone with. Here's the thing. Now, I don't remember what I was going to say. I think they used to do that with basketball. I think basketball announcers used to be like down on the court. Do you remember that?
Yes, it was like right at the scorer's table.
Yeah. Right? The announcers were right there. They're not anymore, though, I don't think. Are they? I don't think they are. I haven't seen a clip. I haven't consciously thought about it, but I haven't seen a clip in a long time where the announcers were on the floor.
Aside from the sideline reporters that we're obviously talking about.
Right. We're talking about the play-by-play and the two guys.
Like the Dick Vitale. And
right, they don't go on the court. They don't go on the floor like with the players.
As far as I remember, no, they don't do that anymore. But I mean, again, the way I consume sports is so different now.
I know. Me too.
I ignore most of it.
You know what's funny is when I was in like 20s, mid 20s, like 25, 26, 27. I was watching every football season. I was watching 4 or 5 games a day, 4 or 5 games every Saturday, and 3 or 4 games every Sunday. I was watching so many college football and NFL games. At one point I would watch. Sometimes I would watch one on a computer and on my TV, and I'd have like multiple systems playing different football games, and then I'd switch back and forth. Something as I saw something exciting happen, I would switch back to it to get the replay. It was insane. I had teams where I was like, I had a ranking of teams that I was rooting for. Like, this is my number 1 team, this is my number 2 team, this is my number 3 team. If this team is playing this team, then I root for that team, and it's crazy.
Right.
It's crazy. I can't even imagine having that much time on my hands.
I remember once, this would have had to have been like in the late 80s, early 90s. We were in Southern Ohio visiting family. We were at my dad's best friend's house, and he had a big screen TV with picture-in-a-picture, and he carried over his parents' big screen TV from their house that had picture-in-a-picture, and we had two big screens with picture-in-a-picture set up. Both both with all different games, so we could watch bowl games, and it was. I was thinking, man, this is as good as it gets as far as the TV sports experience goes, and yeah,
that's crazy. Now I watch. I tell you what's ruined me for watching full games is YouTube TV has a highlights. It's like watch key plays feature. Like any game that's playing, if I record a game, I can hit watch key plays, and it takes about maybe 10 minutes to watch a full football game. Maybe a little more. The only thing I don't like doing it with is baseball, because there's some stuff that I like to see in baseball that is not considered like a key play. Like I want to see defensive plays in baseball.
Right.
And they don't show a lot of the defensive stuff when you do key plays. It's more about scoring and stuff like that. And you'll see some but I want to see I like a good double play. Like a good double play really it hits a part of my brain seeing I get a nice little endorphin hit every time I see a good double play in baseball.
Yeah, I think the thing that has ruined it for me for most sports is actually the fans. And I understand rooting for a team, but man, I appreciate a good play even if it's against my team.
Right.
Like, oh, that's an incredible athletic play, and people just being awful about it. Like, we hate that guy, or I like, no, you don't. It's just a flip of the coin that he's on that team and not yours.
Right.
Yeah, appreciate the sport. Watch your team play. Hopefully win. And people take it way too seriously now.
Speaking of sports, are you watching World Cup?
Oh, we are watching a lot of World Cup.
Your family probably is. Your family loves World Cup, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. It's great. I've been watching it. I'm going to say passively. Like it's on. I'm usually, unfortunately, doing other things, but I'm trying to watch as much as I can.
Well, Spike, our one of our two listeners of the show, Spike Yoder, he was a soccer player.
Yes.
And he went to college on a soccer scholarship. And he likes World Cup. He's been watching the U.S. And I honestly, I've been very excited about the U.S. doing so well. We're in our own country. It's the 250.
Yes.
It's very cool to see the U.S. doing well for the first time, maybe ever.
And it's cool looking at the foreigners having a great experience here.
Yep.
I love it.
It is. It's great. There's been some really wonderful experiences and videos I've seen of just because you get... On TikTok, you tend to see the negative stuff. People be like, I'll never go to America, or America does things stupid, or whatever. But it's great to see these foreigners visiting and enjoying themselves here.
Yes.
And enjoying things like Waffle House. Like, it's fun to see them experience Waffle House. Or
My favorite thing was watching the Japanese guy try Texas barbecue for the first time.
Right?
Oh, yeah. It's like he just had that look of amazement in his eyes, like, this is so good.
Honestly, as much as I hate FIFA, like as an organization, because they're super corrupt and not good, and as much trouble as we're having right now in our country, no matter what side you're on, there's no way you can deny our country's having a lot of trouble right now. Whether you're a conservative or a liberal or whoever you voted for, I think everyone will agree our country is having trouble right now in the form of a reflecting pool. And I think with all this going on, it is nice to see some of the cool stuff that's happening for the World Cup. As much as I hate it, and as much as I hate that the tickets are like $3,000, and
tickets are so
it's
expensive.
insane, and and how much controversy there was leading up to the games, and how much it took for the cities to get these games. But now that it's happening, it's kind of cool. Like, it's kind of magical to see what's going on, and to see these Europeans have a good time here, and it's great. It's great to see everybody coming together. I was really afraid we were going to see a lot of Europeans complaining about the U.S., and I haven't seen any of that.
I haven't either, and I think I'm just most thankful for people coming into it with just an open mind, like, hey, let's go for the good experiences.
Right. Yes. Yeah, and it's been great. And there was something else I was going to say about the World Cup. Anyway, we're doing very well. The U.S. is doing very well. We've advanced to the next round.
Yes.
Which is great. They did lose their last match, but they weren't playing their key players because they wanted to save them for the next round.
Yes. Yep.
Some of them got yellow cards, and they didn't want to risk them getting red cards, so that they could stay. Because if you get a red card, you have to sit out the next game too.
You have to sit out the next game too. And my understanding is now, if you get yellow cards in back-to-back games, it's considered a red card as far as this World Cup goes. That I might be wrong.
Boy, I don't know about that. I don't like that. I don't like that because emotionally, I understand you're trying to crack down on red cards.
Right.
I get that. You're trying to crack down on red cards, so you say, okay, if you get kicked out of this game, you have to sit out the next game. Now, they do that in a lot of sports. They do that in football. If you get kicked out, now they don't make you sit out a whole game, but if you get kicked out in the second half of a game, you have to sit out the first half of the next game.
Right. And, basketball flagrant fouls after
yeah.
you hit so many, or technical fouls after you hit so many, you have to miss the next game. Or
so I'm not necessarily opposed to that, but I don't like that yellow cards can stack, because emotionally they're different things. Like you get a yellow card. A lot of times yellow cards happen when you get frustrated and stuff like that, and it's like, I don't know. I just feel like yellow cards are. That's the point of the yellow card. You can get a yellow card.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like yellow cards are fine. Like, you can get yellow cards. Like, that's the point of having the system of yellow and red.
I am looking it up now. Okay, accumulating 2 yellow cards across different matches in the 2026 World Cup results in a 1-match suspension.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that rule.
However, FIFA has introduced amnesty resets after the group stage and the quarterfinals to prevent players from missing the final due to single bookings.
Oh, okay.
So like after you're out of the group stage, it resets, and then when you're in the quarterfinals, it resets.
Well, that's good that it resets, but yeah, I don't like that the yellow cards can carry over. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's a tough rule.
One thing
makes
they
you
did
think about it.
One thing they did change was they they do head-to-head now instead of goals for the tiebreaker. So like if there are 2 teams with the same amount of points to get into the next round, they go head-to-head for the tiebreaker.
Okay.
They go with the head-to-head stat. Who beat who in that? It used to be by goals.
Right. Point differential
was a big thing. But I agree with that, because then you get a team who's way outmatching another team, and they can run up the score, and then they're going to have a better chance. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that you can run up the score and make your chances of moving on to the next round better, even though you could be a worse team than somebody else in your division.
Yeah, that team could have stacked up a bunch of yellow cards, had a whole bunch of people on red card, and you just
ran up the score.
Yep, you just beat them down.
No, I like that. I like the way they're doing the tiebreaker now. But there's something else I was going to say. Oh, and you know why the United States is doing so well?
I don't.
I forgot his name.
Pulisic?
I don't remember. He's not from here.
Okay, in that case, that's not who I'm thinking of. I'm thinking our star player is Pulisic, but he is from here. He, I believe he's from Pennsylvania, as a matter of fact, and has been starring in the Premier League and maybe on one of the German teams for a while.
Okay. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing this. Falarin, I'm not sure. Falarin Balogun. Folarin Balogun. I don't know if that's how you pronounce
dare
his name.
you mispronounce that?
He is from London.
Okay.
He grew up in London. His parents are from Nigeria and immigrated
Okay.
to England.
Okay.
His parents are British citizens, so is he. His mother, while pregnant with him, was visiting her relatives in Brooklyn, and she was 7 months pregnant. And then when she came to Brooklyn, then when she tried to get on the plane to go back to London, they wouldn't let her on because she was too pregnant. So she ended up having him in Brooklyn. And because of that, he has birthright citizenship. So he has birthright citizenship, and he qualifies for citizenship in the United Kingdom as well. But because of that, FIFA is allowing him to play for the United States this year.
Oh, wow.
And he is the first player in the history of the United States World Cup to score 2 goals in one game. The first United States player to score 2 goals in one game.
Okay.
In the history of the World Cup. And so I think it's really cool that I don't know, maybe people don't like that he's not from the U.S., but I don't know.
He is from the
U.S.
U.S.
He was born here. By FIFA rules, he's allowed to play for the United States.
More importantly to me, based upon our citizenship rules, at least at the time he was born,
He qualifies for a United States citizenship.
yeah.
So I think, and he's done a great job with the team. And who was the other guy you were saying from Texas?
From Pennsylvania.
From Pennsylvania? Why did I say Texas?
I have no idea. Christian Pulisic. I think his first name's Christian.
He's our other star player. On
Yes,
the team.
yes,
He's the big guy on the team.
Yes,
big star player.
he is a stud.
So we've got some good players on the team.
Yes, we have some very, very good players.
So it's very fun. It's very fun to see the United States do well. And I don't know. It's kind of crazy that we're doing well because we won our Olympics. We won men's and women's hockey, which is crazy.
Yes.
We never win the gold in hockey. And
not since 1980.
Yeah, right. Only once, right? And
Yeah.
when we beat the Russians, it was really cool to see the men and the women's game. Did you watch the women's hockey game? I
saw highlights.
It was really good. The women's hockey game in the Olympics this year was really good.
I'll tell you one of the other really cool things, and this is a weird thing about it, but I was in Atlanta last week, so my family could go to a World Cup game.
Oh, they went to a World Cup? Did you go to? You went to or no?
No,
you sat out. It's very expensive.
So it was very expensive, and one of my wife's.
I didn't know that's why you guys were in Atlanta.
Yeah. So one of my wife's good friends ended up winning like one of the ticket lottery things where they were able to buy tickets to games, but the stipulation is it's buying tickets before you know what games they were.
Yeah, that's the problem is you had to buy them before you knew who was playing in those matches.
Yep. So we had blocked that day off. Like, okay, we're going to the game in Atlanta on this day, and ended up being Chechnya and South Africa. So 2 teams we have no
connection
to, don't care about at all. But it's still a World Cup game.
Yeah, it's still a World Cup game.
Yeah, so
it's still a once in a lifetime experience.
Yes, and we could only get two tickets.
Yeah,
and as much as it would have been cool for me to go, I'm nowhere near as big of a fan as my wife and son, and it was also right by my son's birthday, so I'm like, you guys go. But the Atlanta Stadium kept the prices down on all concessions intentionally.
Oh, nice.
So
that's great.
My wife got like 2 drinks, like churros, nachos, and like one other thing for like $16.
Oh, great.
And like
that's good.
Last week, like the week before the World Cup started, they went down to Orlando to watch a friendly from England and somebody else, and they spent $16 on 2 drinks.
Yeah, right. Movie theater prices.
Yeah, Atlanta was did an amazing job.
That's great.
Keeping the prices down.
I'm very impressed with that. I'm glad they did that because the tickets are so expensive.
Yes, they're crazy expensive.
And now, so this was probably somebody who lived in Atlanta to get this lottery, right? Or did they?
No, it was somebody who lives fairly locally here. Like
Really?
I think
Wonder how they
Palmer-
got the connection. Because usually those first set of lottery tickets went to local. Like you had to register and live near where the games were going to be. Where the matches were going to be.
I just know it was one of my wife's good friend's sisters, but
Some
but
sort of
it was-
connection.
but lives here. You know,
All right.
somebody my wife has known like her most of her life. So
Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad they got that chance of a lifetime to go to a game.
yeah, it was cool. I got to experience some cool things in Atlanta that I got to perform at Laughing Skull. Which was
Yes,
fun.
and we're going to talk about that when we get to our section for what shows have you seen this week.
Okay.
Just hold on.
Hold on.
Wait until we get to the correct section.
Oh, well, I'm going to share one other thing then. I went to a Michelin-starred restaurant.
You did. I've never been to a Michelin star restaurant.
So it was like a food court kind of place, and I went in, and this place has a Michelin star that serves sandwiches. It's a lunch.
Really?
It's a lunch counter that serves sandwiches. It has a Michelin star.
I did not know restaurants like that could be Michelin rated.
They can be apparently, and it
Wow.
was a good sandwich.
Really? Well,
Yes.
it better be.
Yeah,
It's got a Michelin star. How much was it?
It was like $14.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
Just like, I mean, not great, but not insane.
Well, so like they have like a burger, like a cheeseburger. They have like a couple different kinds of Philly cheesesteaks and like a Italian grinder. And I didn't want a burger. The Philly cheese, and I wasn't going to be able to eat it there. I was taking it back to the hotel, so I got the grinder. And had it over the course of like a couple days at the hotel because we had a refrigerator and whatnot, and it was phenomenal.
Very nice. Very cool. I'd never eaten at a Michelin star restaurant.
And
so
I'm
that's cool.
even going to shout out their name because I love the name of this place, Fred's Meat and Bread.
Fred's Meat and Bread.
Fred's Meat and Bread.
Michelin star restaurant.
Michelin
Fred's
star
Meat and Bread.
Yep. Yeah. It was impressive.
Oh, that's fun. And
I
this
liked
is in Atlanta.
It was in Atlanta. Yeah.
I do want to mention we do have a new setup today. We have a new mixer.
We do.
It is self-contained. Up until now, I was using a mixer separately from the recorder. This records and mixes.
Oh.
It sounds good as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Can you hear yourself? Everybody here?
Can hear myself. I can hear you. There's multiple lights. It looks cool.
Yeah. It comes with a lot of cool features. I can independently raise and lower the volume. I can raise and lower the volume of each headphone set. I hope this is. We'll see how it sounds when I mix it, when I take it out and put it in the phone. See how easy that is. But I don't know. I like it. It's very compact. I just take this. I bought some shorter cords.
Very nice.
I bought some little 6-foot cords instead of the like 20-foot cords we were using earlier.
Compact, easy.
Yeah.
It's nice. We've got the little plugs for the headsets.
Yeah, I think this is. I really like this. I'm glad I did this. Now, it is time for. Where were you last? What shows? No, what's the? What shows did you have last week?
Wow.
Wait,
okay.
Let's do that again. That wasn't loud enough.
Okay, you're figuring it out.
What
Gotcha.
shows did you have last week, Bobby?
Wow. All right. Yes. So, surprise, surprise. I performed a show in Atlanta.
Ooh, Atlanta.
Super cool. Nice. I went to a place called the Laughing Skull Lounge.
The Laughing Skull.
That's a clapping skull.
It just stops there.
It just stops.
It goes till I stop the button. Let go of the button.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Have you ever been to Laughing Skull?
I haven't yet. Yeah, I really want to go someday. I really would like to go, but I do hate Atlanta, so it's.
I actually had a really good experience this time. Nice.
All right, that's it. I used them all.
All right. Yeah. So Laughing Skull Lounge, like it was like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's a open mics, like a sign
But
up.
you sign up ahead of time.
You sign up ahead of time, and they usually have like between 15 and 20 comedians. Everyone gets like 4 minutes, and it's usually pretty packed.
I've heard that they're really good shows.
It was full when I was there. It seats about 75 people, but I mean for what it was fantastic. And I guess their normal shows like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, maybe Sunday nights as well. I don't know. They have they do it as a showcase, and they'll have like maybe 5 comedians on, each doing like 10, 15.
It's a very small place, right? It only seats like 50 to 70 or something like that.
Yeah, that's it. But it was a nice little club. I would love for Jacksonville to have something that size that pulled in that many people.
Right. Yeah, that's the problem. Is that it's that size, but it's sold out almost every show.
Right. It's
full crowds.
It's in the ideal spot.
Yeah.
Where Georgia Tech is right there. It's in a very affluent neighborhood that has a lot of walking traffic, a lot of restaurants, a lot of arts stuff. It's just the perfect spot for it. Lots of tourists.
I feel like Jacksonville doesn't have the perfect spot. Like there isn't a perfect spot.
No.
In Jacksonville.
No.
There's nowhere in the city with enough walking traffic or foot traffic, or not even foot traffic, just there's no place in Jacksonville that's a good visible spot to put something that people are going to go to.
Right. The closest thing, sadly, is the St. John's Town Center, where people are walking around and doing stuff. But usually you're going there for a reason.
Right.
Not just, hey, let's go walk and see what's here and have a nice night out.
Yeah. Right. Like, I don't know. Like, I wish we had something like, I mean, St. Augustine actually would be a good spot. That's why I think it's a shame we don't have a club there. But like, the closest thing we have to something like that would be St. Augustine. And like, I wish we could put a club like right there by St. George Street, and people could just walk there from St. George Street.
That's a business venture that somebody could get into.
I think it'd be really expensive though.
That's, I think, the drawback.
Yeah. But look at Savannah. Look at that town. That's a walking town.
Yes.
That one. That's why even if the tickets pre-sale for the tickets there are low, they can sometimes bark enough people in there because it's such a populated area. They can oftentimes bark enough people in there to at least have a good show at the Savannah Comedy Review.
Yes. Yeah.
So yeah. It's a shame we just don't have anything like that around here in Jacksonville.
And the thing is, like the universities around here, fine schools, but they are either like kids tend to either stay on campus or it's a commuter school.
Yeah.
Where you're just driving home and you're not spending time like walking around the city or it's they're their own unique things.
Yeah. Our campuses are not. Yeah, exactly. They're not like other campuses, the ones in Jacksonville. All right. Well, I think it's time to move on to our topic.
Yeah.
Did I have any shows this week?
I was going to ask, and then I didn't.
I did just have I had a DJ gig at a math conference.
A DJ gig at a math conference.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I didn't really have any big shows this week. I just had Monday Shantytown. Yeah. Anyway, now it's time for our topic. Our topic today is it national or just?
I'm not positive because I was going to suggest something different, and you suggested this one. I said yes, we will do that one.
Looks like it's just. Is it national?
It should be international.
can't remember. Today is Helen Keller Day.
Yes, Helen Keller Day. Yeah, it just says Helen Keller Day, so it doesn't say
Today is
national.
Helen Keller Day. Helen Keller has been a controversial topic, insanely enough. I think it is the weirdest thing that it's a controversial topic. I think it's so weird that like there are young kids who think that Helen Keller was fictional or like didn't exist, or there's generations of kids that are thinking that her and Anne Frank are the same person. They keep getting them mixed up.
Well, that's a classic joke from Bert Kreischer.
Is it?
Yes.
What he got them mixed up?
He got them mixed up when he was in Europe and went to Anne Frank's house and started telling.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. Yes. So Helen Keller here, like, when did you learn about Helen Keller? You learned about Helen Keller in elementary school, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And did you watch The Miracle Worker? Did they make you watch that movie?
I don't think I watched the movie. I'm aware of what it is, but I don't remember ever watching that movie.
Lewis, come here.
Oh my! We are calling in the Sun, or one of.
We're
the
calling in a
sons.
Gen Zer. Hey, do you know who Helen Keller is?
Yeah.
You know who Helen Keller is? Who's Helen Keller?
It's a lady who was blind and deaf.
Yeah, a lady who was blind and deaf. You're walking in front of the camera. You're right. That's the camera right there. Are there kids who don't know who she is? Or do kids of your generation think she's fake or think she's not real? That she was faking it?
People might say that as a joke.
As a joke. Nobody really believes it though.
Everyone thinks Helen Keller's real. Did you know there's...
Hey, come here. You gotta talk on the mic. They won't be able to hear you.
Did you know there's a baseball card with Helen Keller's signature?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I gotta look this up.
A baseball card with Helen Keller's signature. My question
like a
is,
piece of paper in the card with her signature. She didn't sign the card, but...
well, I don't know how she signs anything.
Is that it?
That's
I don't know what that is.
That's not what I saw. So there could be...
Is that it right here?
No. That's it. That's what I saw.
This is it?
That's her signature.
That's her signature?
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
It looks like a 5-year-old wrote it, but she was also blind and deaf.
Yeah, she was also blind and deaf. So, and I'm guessing that those are like this is 3-dimensional, so that she can tell where the lines are.
Well, she didn't sign the card. It's a piece of paper
Oh,
in the card.
it's a piece of paper in the card. So she signed that piece of paper.
Yes, at some point in her
Oh,
life.
she had terrible handwriting. I don't even know why. Why do people even like her? She had terrible handwriting. It doesn't even look like Helen Keller. It looks like it says Helen Keller's.
Yeah, I mean,
Is Helen Keller a different person?
Maybe Helen Keller's. It does say Keller up here.
Oh, yeah.
It's Helen Keller's autograph. This sold for $3,000, $3,500.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you have Helen Keller's autograph?
No. No, I don't.
not yet, at least.
So there's controversy on whether she was actually blind or deaf.
So
People think like, how could she actually do the stuff she did if she were blind and deaf?
So my understanding of the controversy isn't that people dispute her being blind and deaf. My understanding is people don't believe she's the one who wrote the books and did
Right.
those things, and
People believe it was her translators who
right,
did it.
and did it so that they could gain empathy, sympathy, from compassion from the public to help.
I will
with
say
cases
this:
like
if
that.
if that is true, if it's true that they faked Helen Keller's abilities in order to publicize her, I would say there's probably no single person in American history who has done more for the disabled than Helen Keller.
Yeah.
Like I feel like she shined a light. She was an activist, and she shined a light on the blind and the deaf and disabilities in general. And I feel like a lot of attention was paid to disabilities because of Helen Keller.
Sure, and I hate to be this guy. I truly do. But rationally, I have to say I think I completely understand the disbelief of her doing all of these things.
So I understand the disbelief, but I will say this, and I watched a few videos in research for this, and there was one in particular that I watched. Like where he was, I think it was this one I watched, where he was talking. I'm not going to shout him out because I don't want to. I don't want to shout out controversial videos. I don't know.
Right. I get it.
I don't want to give a creator credit, credit for, I don't want to direct you to a creator that I don't feel comfortable endorsing yet. Maybe he's a great guy. Maybe I'd love him if I met him, but I don't know him. Here's what my personal belief, because here's the evidence. People say there have been other blind and deaf people who have done things, one of them became a professor. And like there are blind and deaf people who have gone on to do things similar to Helen Keller, but none who lost their sight and hearing so young. That's the biggest thing people can't get over, is that she was a baby when she lost her hearing and her sight, and people can't reckon with that she was able to do the things she can do and still not and have lost it so early.
So that's kind of where my thought process is. Just because language itself is so learned.
Right.
Like I've just recently had a conversation with somebody who's learning Japanese.
Yeah.
Right. And grammatically, that language is so different than English that they're having a tough time wrapping their heads around it.
Yeah.
And so when you don't have the context of that language to go ahead and do the kind of writing that she did,
right?
Right,
and it was very professional and flowery. Like she was able to.
Yes,
she had a style of writing, and that's that does seem
So like
hard to comprehend.
Like basic ideas are tough to express when you have just limited language. And maybe she was somebody who was just leaps and bounds smarter than everybody else, and Einstein, if you will, that just happened.
Yeah, a genius level intellect.
Right, but the chances of a genius level intellect going through that and then having people who are able to recognize that and assist, I think it's probably somewhere in the middle, where they were able to help teach her this information, and a lot of the ideas and thought processes are there, and they transformed that and did a lot of the editing and made it much better.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to wrap your head around, and I will say this about it. So the two schools of thought are she wasn't as disabled as she let on.
Right.
Or the people who, her handlers, were actually the ones writing this stuff. Now, I will say this. She could talk. She learned how to speak. She learned how to say some things and speak. It sounded weird and stuff. There's recordings of her speaking. So she learned. So, like, she was able to gain abilities as a deaf and blind person that seem insane. So, like, there is something to that as far as her being able to learn things. Here's what I think, because, she died in 1968. She was born in 1880. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, that was a long time ago. Now, I think she wasn't completely blind. That's my theory, is that she was mostly blind.
Okay.
That she was legally blind. Because, there's not a lot out there. And the guy who I watched, whose video about the controversy, admits that there's not a lot out there. None of the videos I watched, though, would go that direction to say, like, well, maybe she wasn't as blind as, maybe she didn't have zero. Maybe she had whatever, had like a little bit and could see colors or something like that, or see movement.
Right. Yeah.
We don't know, because there's not a lot out there about her diagnosis, because she was diagnosed in the 1800s. So I think that my theory is that she was legally blind.
Yeah.
And could not read and write normally. She had to learn Braille or whatever to be able to read and write. And I think she was mostly deaf. And I think, and now her deafness, I'm not sure what level her deafness would have been, but because that's what I'm saying. Not every blind person is 100%. It's not like 100% blind. It's legally blind.
Right. That is usually it. And there's a kid that went to the high school with my stepdaughter. He was legally blind. He had some peripheral vision, and that tends to be what a lot of the people who are legally blind have, some peripheral vision, and can see just a little bit in front of him. And so they went on like a big band trip. He was in the band, and when he marched, they had put like a bright colored sticker on the person, the back of the person he was supposed to follow, because he could follow along with that thing.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't really be able to see details or
Right.
much of anything else, but that one thing would allow him to focus.
Yeah, and I've known deaf people. When I was serving a mission for my church in San Diego, for a while I was in a group of missionaries who all the ASL missionaries were together in one section, and they would cover the whole San Diego area. And then I was in that section for a while where the other ASL missionaries were, and there were 2 deaf missionaries.
Okay.
And even though they were deaf, they could still hear some things. Like if Chewbacca almost tried to kill me.
That just scared that was frightening.
So and they also had hearing aids so that they could hear like loud, really loud. Like if you yelled at the top of your lungs, they could hear you a little bit. They could react to it. They wouldn't necessarily know what you were yelling,
right,
but they could react. So I also feel like there's levels of deafness too that make you deaf. Like you can be deaf and still have a little bit.
So I definitely agree with you. I have a level of deafness where I tend to not hear my wife tell me to do things, and
right.
And then when there's something on the television, I hear every word of it.
I used to have phenomenal hearing. I used to have great hearing. I could hear my wife. So like I could be in the bedroom and hear her across the house say something, whisper, and I could hear it. She would try to whisper, like she would try to not make noise. I could hear everything. And just as I get older, like I'm losing hearing. I say what way more than I used to. Now, I used to be very upset by this. I used to be very upset by the fact that I was losing my hearing because I didn't want to seem old.
Right.
But I've come to embrace it, and I've come to embrace it and also to make sure people know I can't hear them. Like I used to just be like, I used to sometimes when it started to get worse, my hearing, I would just smile and pretend like I heard them, but that got me in trouble too many times.
Yes.
So I decided that I was going to be more visual about it. And like if that happens, I'm gonna say, hey, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm terrible. I have terrible hearing or whatever. I am much more likely to do that now, and I think it's helped my life considerably. And I don't mind being a little bit deaf.
I'll tell you, being a little bit deaf was a godsend in Atlanta. Because I tried to walk to a lot of different places, and I would walk, and I would have people come up to ask me for money, and I'd just be like, no, thank you, and just walk by, not being able to hear the story that they were about to give me. But I will also say that I intentionally took leftovers from a couple of times that we went out to eat and gave them to people obviously struggling.
Is there a panhandling issue in Atlanta, or is it just because it's a big city?
It's just because it's a big city.
I feel like we have them in Jacksonville, but I don't know. I feel like I go to other cities and I get stopped more in other cities.
It was just a big city. We happened to stay in a fairly nice part of town.
Yeah.
And even when we walked to the restaurants, and did stuff, we walked like a mile one place and a mile back and ran across like 2 or 3 people. So that I mean, ratio wise, that's pretty decent.
Really the only place I run into them is, I mean, I don't go on Park Street very much anymore. 5 Points. I don't go to 5 Points very much anymore.
Right.
Because there's no rain dogs anymore. That's where they used to always be, is on Park Street there.
Yes.
I don't really see them by Shantytown.
And
I don't get approached there, at least.
That's surprising based upon the name.
Right. But yeah, I don't get approached. I guess because they're all in Shantytown.
Yes.
They all stay there.
That is very.
Yeah, I don't get approached outside of Shantytown very much, but I used to always get approached on Park Street.
Yes, I have not been approached there. I a couple times I've been down near the beach late at night.
Yeah,
I've had that, but it also depends on what part of the beach. Like if you're near Ponte Vedra or Atlantic Beach, it's not as prevalent as Atlantic Beach.
Right.
I mean Jack's Beach.
Jack's Beach. Can we get every and maybe you can pass this up the line of homeless people.
Yeah.
Can we get every homeless man to stop calling me or every homeless guy to stop calling me big man? Can we do that?
I think it's their actual gameplay. I think they're required to.
If I'm walking down Park Street and I hear, "Hey, big man," I know he's going to ask me for money. Like that's.
Oh yeah.
Like right.
That is how they let you know they're about to ask you for money.
Can we also get some sort of I voted sticker system going on for when I give money to one homeless person, so that when the next one asks me, they can know I just have a sticker that says "Sorry, I gave to the last guy." Can we do that?
So I think we can, but we're gonna have to get like some kind of like a hobo stamp on there, so they know it's current.
Yeah, the hobo stamp. Every hobo needs to be equipped with their own stamp, and they're all gonna be they're all gonna be. You know what? Let's make them notaries. They're all notaries.
Yeah,
and they need the job. They need the work anyway. Yes, Packer.
If there's gonna be hobo stamps, then I need one.
Are you a hobo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So so we're gonna start working on that. We're gonna get some hobo stamps going. So what's your theory on Helen Keller? What do you think happened with Helen Keller?
Like most things, I tend to stay in the middle. I think that she was deaf and blind. I tend to agree that probably not all the way blind, or
it's not like she didn't have eyes.
Right.
Like I don't think she had no eyes. I think she had eyes that didn't work very well.
Right. So
I think she had something.
But I also don't think that she's the one who did all of the writing. I think that most of the ideas are hers, most of the thoughts, and it was edited and proofread and redone multiple times.
Yeah, maybe.
To
maybe there was some multiple voices in there.
Yeah, but yeah, I also think that when people focus too much on it, it loses some of the magic, and people are maybe a little bit too cynical now.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like that may be an issue in general.
Yep.
With some of the stuff like this.
What are your thoughts on Miss Keller?
Well, I already said them. I think she wasn't completely blind.
Yeah.
I think that's what I think happened. I think she wasn't completely blind or completely deaf, and she was able to overcome that and work it. I don't know about whether or not her handlers had influence on her writing or not. But I will say I do think Anne Frank is fake. I don't think Anne Frank is real. Yeah.
That's a tough take right now.
Actually, I disagree. I believe Anne Frank was a real person. I just think she was not crucified and then was resurrected in 3 days. Was that what Anne Frank did?
Well, my understanding was that she travels around the world.
Wait, am I confusing the Jewish people? Am I confusing one Jew for another?
Yeah, she travels around the world on Easter and leaves candy for boys.
No,
and
wait,
girls.
she's the one who went on an airplane around the world and then crashed.
Oh,
Anne Frank.
she was the first woman to break the sound barrier.
First woman to break the sound barrier. That was Anne Frank.
Yes.
Not Helen Keller. That
No.
would be insane. She's
No,
deaf.
yeah.
She couldn't break a sound barrier.
I mean, and if she did, how would she hear it?
Yeah, how would she even know if she broke the sound
Right.
barrier? Maybe that's how she went deaf.
Ooh. Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
The things we're learning.
Helen Keller broke the sound barrier and went deaf. That's
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
It's just crazy because she was flying the plane and she's blind. That was not safe.
No. What? And that's why we have Ray-Ban sunglasses.
Yep. Well,
Which sounds like a crazy thing, but Ray-Ban sunglasses were actually developed for pilots because their eyes,
for pilots?
their eyes were freezing.
their eyes were freezing
Yeah.
because they were getting too high in the atmosphere.
Yep.
Oh, wait. How did they help their eyes from freezing?
So it's a convoluted process, but it used to be goggles, and then they figured out
okay.
that the glasses were kind of cool, and ended up just being Ray-Ban.
Just ended up being consumer glasses after that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the aviator glasses that people wear, they don't wear that up in the plane. Those glasses, those aviator glasses.
At one point, that those were like a.
But they had
variation of
goggle
things.
versions of those that they used to wear.
Yeah,
probably.
that's my understanding of it.
And then the sunglasses. Now they all just wear them away from the plane because it looks cool.
Yeah, because they're like, yes, I'm an aviator.
Because of Tom Cruise
and
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And MacArthur, I believe.
Oh yeah, General MacArthur. He would wear those. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to go beat my children.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, because they're being so loud over there right now, and they won't stop wrestling each other. All right, stop tickling his toes. Imagine if you couldn't hear or see.
That would be way better.
How would you feel if you couldn't hear or see?
And somebody still tickled your toes.
All right, now let's see. Come here. Watch.
You
Watch.
Bobby.
No, watch. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes.
I am.
No, cover them. Cover them. Cover them. Now, do your toes tickle?
What?
Okay. All right. All right.
Bobby.
That's
What?
enough. That's enough. All right. Is it still recording, Daniel? Okay. All right, Bobby. What shows you got coming up here?
I've got 3 shows in the near future. I've got, and I'm going to have to check the date on this. I've got a show at Veterans coming up. Veterans is going to be on July the 11th with Johnny Mac. On July 12th, I'm going to be at Kicker's Country Bar with a score of other comedians, J. Paul, Nan, Cardoso, and a couple other folks going to be there. And then a couple days later, I'm going to be in Daytona with you and Wes, I believe.
No, I've passed on that.
You've passed on
I
that?
I meant to say that last time we met.
Okay.
I've decided to pass on the July 15th.
Okay.
Because I thought I said that last time.
I don't know.
I
man.
don't remember. Maybe I didn't. There's a possibility I did not tell you this. I've decided
Okay.
not to do July 15th because I want everybody to come. Because the show we're going to do, okay, big announcement.
Big announcement.
August 8th is when we are filming our specials. August 8th, we're going to do 2 shows. Looks like we're going to do, what'd we say, 6:30 and 9?
6:30 and 9.
6:30 and 9, early show, late show. Come to one of those shows, 6:30 and 9. Tickets will be up soon. We're going to be working on them this weekend. But I decided to pass on the July 15th because August 8th is so soon after. I want my family to come to the August 8th show.
Sounds good.
So I don't want to risk them saying, well, we went to the July 15th show. We don't need to go to the August 8th show.
Right.
So we're going to do August 8th. July 23rd. July 23rd, I will be in Venice, Florida at the Comedy Corner in Venice, Florida. Come out and see me there. It is tickets are $45, but it comes with dinner.
Oh,
so
okay.
it is dinner included. 6:30 show. It's an early show. Venice, Florida. Should be a good show. Johnny Mac. This will be the second show that we've done with this booking. With the way they're booking it now, and Johnny Mac was the first one to do it, and
Okay.
he had good things to say about it. So July 23rd, if you're in the Southwest Florida area, Tampa area, Venice, and it's about an hour from Tampa. So Venice, Sarasota area, come check it out. The Comedy Corner in Venice, Florida.
And this is quite a ways away, but I'm actually kind of geeked up about this. I just got a booking in December, opening for Lance Burton.
Really?
So
Okay.
a magician who was in Vegas for decades. So I get to open up for him at a show in mid Florida area.
All right.
More details to
Very
follow.
good.
But I'm super geeked up because I've always enjoyed illusionists and magicians.
That's fun.
Never had talent for it, but always enjoyed watching it.
Well, that's fun. I'm glad you've got that show coming up.
Yeah.
All right. So, big announcement though. August 8th, please come to the show. It'll be at the Orange Park Community Theater. We're probably gonna sell about 80 to 85 tickets. I'm not sure the number exactly, but make sure you buy your tickets as soon as we get them on. We'll make sure we announce it. It'll be on all of our social medias. We'll announce it on the podcast when the ticket link is live.
And I am doing my absolute best to make sure that the tickets are exactly $20.
Yeah,
with
fees.
With fees.
We're trying to make them $20 with fees.
Yeah,
so you're not hit with it actually being $25. And it sounds like we've confirmed Jen Weeks to be our MC for that night.
That would be amazing because she is hilarious.
But don't come for
and
Jen
wonderful.
Weeks. She's only going to do like 5 minutes, so don't. Don't come thinking you're going to see a Jen Weeks show. This is a Joey Bobby West show.
Yes, yeah. With Jen Weeks just doing a cameo.
Yeah. So anyway, that was today was Helen Keller Day. Go cover your ears and close your eyes. Today is whatever we say it is. I'm Joey Nickel. Oh, and you're here for it. I'm Joey Nickel.
I'm Bobby Parker.
See you tomorrow.
I'm blind.
Today is whatever they say it is, and we're here for it.